Okay, so let's deal with the why law. Why law? Please notice, first of all, this is why law. It's not why commercial law, and it's not why law in the city. It's why law. The main guidance is to give is that it meets both your skills and your interests. Please don't use this phrase. It's overused. Use some synonyms, but it meets your skills and your interests. Skills, there are a number of points to make here. Firstly, law is mainly about language. This is about both spoken language and written language. If, for example, you've been doing English at A level or you did history, then this is going to be very easy for you because you can talk about how you enjoy manipulating language, building arguments, etc. If you've been involved in public speaking, debating, Model United Nations, then again you can say that law fits in with this. If you're a scientist, then you would focus more on the analytical and logical aspects of law. But again, this equally applies to history, English, etc., and also modern languages. But science put a big focus on sequencing, logic, analysis, looking at both the macro and the micro. And so this fits in with something that you're both good at because you've achieved well in those subjects and that you actually enjoy. Law obviously is team, as a solicitor, commercial law, it's team-based. So again, you can emphasize what it is that you've done during your extracurriculars or during summer schools that has been team-focused and that you've looked at. The idea of creativity and problem solving, in particular the problem solving side, working with puzzles, looking for optimum solutions, this again is something else that law provides and that you should be talking about in your applications. The fact that it's constantly changing, and remember please, that the fact that it's constantly changing, or even more so the fact that it is international, that it's global, well, so are many other things. And that doesn't really justify in and of itself. You need to add in some of the other points that we've already mentioned. Okay, so the fact that it's constantly changing means that you're going to be constantly learning, blah, blah. Many of you know this. It's global, it's international. Many of you are third culture kids, or you're people who have had a lot of international experience, and it's something that you want to be part of your ongoing career. Events that you've been to, why law, that you have spoken to people who work in law, or they say that they enjoy the culture, they say they enjoy the type of work, they enjoy the challenges, etc. If you can name drop, please do. So why law? Because you've been inspired, you've got an interest, you've gone and found out more about it at particular events, and this has confirmed your decision. But also I would mention that you have explored other options, you've explored careers in other areas, you've had other work experiences, you've been to other events, and you recognize that that law has the best mix for you. We could also talk about business. This is why law. This is more for commercial law, and most of my clients and the people I work with are going for commercial law, and this, in fact, this series is targeted to people who are going more for commercial law, though I think it is useful to everybody else as well. With regards to commercial law here, with regards to business, you must say that you have an interest in business. This would give you exposure to businesses, the changing world of business, the changing world of finance. It would allow you to get involved in negotiations. It would give you client contact, etc. But it gives you an ongoing contact with the world of business, which is something that fascinates you, and therefore you also need to have the proof or the evidence by having really good commercial awareness. Come along to the workshops. Okay, if you want to contact me, ghgday, that's day, @gmail.com. All the best, bye.